Hey, what's up? It's me, Sarah B, and this is my YouTube channel. So, I have been debating for like quite some time on whether or not I should do this, and here we are. We're doing it. So, I figured this would just be a really quick intro and we can just get to know each other a little bit and you can get to know me, and I probably can try to get to know you, but you're on the other side of the screen, so I don't really know how that's gonna work. Drop a comment and tell me who you are and where you're from and how you found this channel. Okay, down to brass tacks, as they say. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am almost 30. Yeah, I know. I look super young, right? Thank you. It's okay. Thank you. It's those Latina and Chinita genes for me. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Get yourself some Latinx or some Asian parents and you'll have a nice little... just kidding. I'm really not that vain, I promise. Also, my gray hairs have been coming in very prematurely. That is also genetics, but we hide them away because we don't want to see them right now. Although I do call them wisdom hairs sometimes. But, alright, so cut to the chase, right? Who am I? What do I do? Why am I doing this? This is going to be super awkward for now. I feel like it's going to be one of those things where I talk and I sit and I have all these ideas and I want to share them with you and I just want to put them out there. We're all stuck at home, right? We're all stuck at home in quarantine. El Paso doesn't know what the hell it's doing with the lockdown. Are we shut down? Are we open? I don't know. We're staying home, if I'm being honest. So now I'm kind of just like, how do I preoccupy my time without wanting to, you know what I mean? Not seriously. I guess I should have put a trigger warning. But it's just been hard all around for everybody, and I figure I wanted to do something fun and lighthearted. So here I am. I am an insurance broker. So if you know, ew. Oh, moco. So if you have questions about insurance, it sounds super boring. I probably won't put that here. I have an Instagram page where I talk about that stuff, which I really haven't been talking about it that often. But, well, now we're gonna start doing that more. So besides being an insurance broker, I like to pretend that I'm an avid reader. I got a degree in literature, English literature, where I read all the books, as you can see, to my left, no, to my right, your left, right here. This is one of many bookcases. I am a painter. I did not paint that. My aunt painted that. Rest in peace. And I have bookcases upon bookcases of books that I haven't read. And that's okay, right? I mean, I feel like there's a word for it, right? People who just like, get books, who just kind of collect them, and Marie Kondo would be like super ashamed of me, but you know what, the rest of my house is a mess too, and is awful. Okay, hello, hi, yes, really quick edit. I currently have my Invisalign in, but I did want to look up, there is in fact a word. It is called tsundoku. I don't know if I'm spelling that right, but this is what it looks like, and it is basically the Japanese term for people who have piles of literature that they haven't gotten around to reading, aka yours truly. Back to the video. So this year has been especially crazy for me. I mean, not to remove how you've been feeling about this year, but I've been going through a lot of changes. You know, I'm going through changes. Please don't copyright me, whoever wrote that song. But I really am. I lost my mom last year, and that's something I wasn't sure I was gonna really talk about. I thought, why do I want to start a channel and start right off the bat talking about me losing my mom? But it's a part of my journey, so I figured I want to just present myself as authentically as possible, and, you know, whatever kind of crazy changes that are going on in my own mind, I wanted to share them with you, because hell, we share everything with each other now, right? That's the internet for you. So what I won't be doing is taking you to my pap smears. It's too far. Okay, don't ask. That's just, okay, maybe once, maybe like after, and then we can like talk about it, and I can tell you how like scary it is, but like not scary it is. Ladies, go get your pap smear. Honestly, I'm like 5 years behind. I haven't gotten one in a long time. I know, that's... Go get checked up, okay? So, I don't know if I'll include that in the anecdote of my life. But, anyway. Okay, so, ¿qué te estaba diciendo? Oh, right. So, I started a podcast this year, and then I stopped doing a podcast, and then I started it again, and I've been doing it off and on. Life just gets kind of hectic, and I feel like sometimes there's a lot of cool things that I want to talk about, and then sometimes there's just stuff that I'm like, what is happening in the world? Like, oh my god, this president right now is kind of blowing my mind, okay? I just can't wait till the Orange Cheto gets out of the White House and he goes away, and then we have a new president and a new vice president. Y'all know I'm excited about that. However, there's still a lot of work to be done, and I feel like we cannot lose sight of that. So that's other things that I'll talk about later. What else? I have 3 dogs with my beautiful boyfriend. We are puppy parents, pet parents. We are fur parents. I don't know. That's kind of weird. We have dogs, okay? And they're a pain in the ass, and they dig holes all day, and you can probably hear one of them snoring right now. I try to kick her out, but she's like, no, I don't want to go anywhere. So it's like, all right, hopefully this doesn't give too much feedback during my conversations with myself. What else? I started Invisalign. It's a pain in the ass. I'm not wearing them right now because they cause me to have a lisp. So, but they're right here. It's fun. I can also talk about that later when I've gone through more of what they are. I'm only on my first tray right now, so I just feel like there's not enough. So I like to sing by myself in the shower mostly, and in the car. I will say I'm a professional karaoke car singer. That has been my profession for the past like 28 years of my life. Because I started speaking when I was like 1, you know, and then like singing when I was like 1 and like a day, obviously. Just kidding. I have, let me see, I have dogs. I read a lot. Oh, I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna try this new thing where I like talk about the shit that I'm reading and talk about fun stuff and do all these like lifestyle stuff. I really have no idea what this channel is gonna be. I just know I'm going crazy here being in the house all the time, and I need a creative outlet, and I need to start talking about stuff and doing cool things like that. So one of the other cool things that's happened is I inherited my childhood home, and I know it sucks. The circumstances were not ideal. Obviously it's been kind of crazy living in a house that belonged to my mom, and, you know, all of her stuff is still here. So I've been spending the last year and a half, because she passed away last September. I've been spending the last year just trying to get my life together and trying to get this house together, and it's still not where I want it to be at all. But I figured now that I've kind of laid down the groundwork for what I want to do, I can kind of take you guys along this journey with me of renovations. So we recently just got the roof redone, and that was a whole process in and of itself. I've never owned a house, and I'm learning how to do things that I did not know what to do. So thankfully I have a lot of homeowners in my life, but if you, my dear viewer, do not, I will help you through some of the crazy things that happen when you are a homeowner, when you were not expecting to be a homeowner, okay? First and foremost, this house has septic, okay? I knew that because I've lived here for a long time, and then I left, and then I came back, and it was like a whole thing. I knew there was a septic tank, but I didn't know you gotta get that thing pumped every 2 to 5 years. It's kind of gross, all right? It's kind of nasty if you don't. There are maintenance things that you have to do. The roof was falling apart, and like I said, we got that redone. And we also started getting stuff done downstairs. So let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Mira, ven pa acá. I love my dogs. Okay, I would do anything for them. All right, I would jump in front of a train for them. Okay, but some days they drive me crazy. Okay, they drive me absolutely insane. And you want to know why? Because they take things and they run around with them because everything's a toy, and even though I buy them expensive toys, they don't play with them. No, of course not. No, they'd rather play with the dirty sock that's on the floor, okay? And it's frustrating, but I love them. All right, I recently started reupholstering a chair, and my beautiful baby Arya, she's the youngest, and yes, we did name her after Arya Stark because we are huge nerds like that. She decided that she wanted to eat the cushion part of the chair that I had taken out, and she was like, this looks like a great idea. Leave her alone for 5 minutes. I come downstairs and it's almost all the batting is torn off of it. So thankfully that's replaceable and it's not that expensive, but still it's a mess. It's a pain in the butt. So that's kind of been a big like obstacle for me as far as renovations on like the living room. There are 3 main parts of the house that we really wanted to focus on getting done, which was the bathroom downstairs, which is easy because it's just a quick paint job, and like, you know, I have a couple of ideas there. And then the living room is the biggest thing, but trying to decide if I want to convert it into like the living room / dining room, or if I want to do it just like an open concept living room, or if I want to tear down the wall between the kitchen and the living room and do, you know, it's a whole thing. So I will hopefully bring you along that process with me, and you can see like how crazy it is. And then don't tell Perry, but I'm gonna be redoing his office because right now he's working in like a concrete little area with the drywall falling apart, and there's no flooring. It's literally just concrete slab. And I figured I wanted to do something really nice, and him moving in here with me was like a big help. So we, funnily enough, maybe I'll tell you guys, you know what? Let me tell you the story of my relationship with Perry, but not the whole thing, okay? Because that's for privates. It's for him and me. But we met right before my mom passed away, and me trying not to get emotional, but we met right before, literally like a month before she passed away. And I kind of had a feeling after we met, because of how we met, that my mom was going to pass away soon thereafter, because it just felt like this one area of my life had clicked together. And so this next phase of my life could kind of come to a close. And it happened exactly that way. And not to say that I wanted to use him as like an emotional crutch. My biggest concern was feeling like I was going to be using him as an emotional crutch. And I did not want that to happen. I'm a very independent person, and I'm very much like, I do things my way and all this stuff. But I essentially was drowning financially and not emotionally. But we had just met, and we kind of fell into this like whirlwind romance. It was very nice, actually. But after a certain point, I kind of was just like, you know, your lease is up, and I need you to move in this house with me because I do not want to lose my childhood home after losing my mother. And so he did. And we've been living together ever since. And that was almost, we'll be coming up on a year. Actually, I think we're already up on the year because he moved in last November. So that's where we're at. And now that we live here, we've had, you know, our own set of challenges, and it's been hard and it's been fun. And the pandemic has made it that much more difficult trying to navigate a lot of these things, because when you want to escape and you're getting tired of somebody and you just want to go somewhere else and go hang out with friends, that's not a possibility right now. So we've had to kind of figure out how to work around this and how to become a lot stronger in how we communicate. I am not a good communicator, if I'm being completely honest. I would rather run away from the situation. I'm getting really deep right now. I don't think I want to get that deep just yet. Maybe I'll cut all this part. Anyway, so now that I've started this channel, I'm hoping that, the future of this looks like me kind of just going through all the different things and facets of my life that make me me. And so I'm, you know, creative, and I like to paint, and I like to do interior design stuff, and I even like to sing a lot. I like writing, I like to read, and so all of that's going to kind of culminate into what I want this channel to be. And this is just kind of a sneak peek of me talking to you. I probably will have a lot more talking videos. I like to talk, alright, if you haven't noticed. I love talking. So there's a lot of things that I have to talk about. And so sometimes I'll kind of just ramble and talk about randomness. It's kind of like how I do it on my podcast. So yeah, if you have any ideas of what kind of videos you would like to see, let me know. Leave them down in the comments. I will leave my socials here, and hopefully we can get to know each other a little bit better, and we can build this nice, strong relationship with each other. And, you know, think of me as your big sister, okay? I've gone through a lot in my life, and I have wisdom to impart onto all of you fellow young or older viewers, okay? I don't know that my advice will be the wisest, but it will be the funnest. So stay tuned for that. With that in mind, this is Sarah B signing off, and welcome to The Ardent Creative.